See, the Lexus ISF is a pretty good everyday performance sedan. I mean, it's got a 5-litre V8 paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission that surprisingly till this day still feels modern. But what doesn't feel modern is the infotainment system. I mean, it was good for its age, but now in 2026, not so much. But there are a few products out there that can solve this. And today, I'm going to share my experience with one of them. And that is with the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration module by Lexard. So what is it? It's pretty much a module that plugs into the back of your factory screen that seamlessly adds Apple CarPlay and Android Auto functionality to your factory system. So instead of relying on the dated factory interface for navigation and music, you now get access to Google Maps, music apps, messaging, voice control, and more, all from your existing screen. And the best part is, you don't lose any of the factory functions. Installation is also pretty straightforward for anyone comfortable with working on their own car. The module connects directly into your factory wiring harness and screen, so there's no cutting or splicing needed. Once installed, you wirelessly set up your iPhone or Android device. The system boots up and launches either Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. And then, everything's controlled through your factory touchscreen, the steering wheel buttons, and voice commands. Then, you have the build quality. The hardware itself feels solid. Everything arrives in a well-protected package, with good quality connectors and cables that click into place securely. The unit itself has a good quality aluminium housing that acts as a heatsink to draw heat away from the electronics. The unit isn't bulky and installs neatly out of sight, maintaining the clean factory look inside the cabin. So I've had this set up for about 6 months now, and this is my daily, so I can confidently say that I've put the system through its paces. And just for context, this is a 2008 AUDM Lexus ISF, and I can confidently say that the integration with this car has been excellent. The steering wheel buttons work flawlessly for volume, track skipping, and voice assistant activation. And as you can see, I'll just show you the steering wheel control so you can skip the tracks. And you can also adjust the volume. And I'll go over here. And this is using the talk button, so you can hit the talk button there. Hey Google, navigate to Joondalup. You can see that works as well. The touchscreen also remains responsive, giving a near OEM experience. Calls and voice commands come through the factory microphone, so there's no extra mic stuck to your dash. The reverse camera and parking sensors all work the same and activate just like factory, without any delay. And the factory system controls all work like normal. So I just wanted to show you how easy it is to just switch between it. So if you hold this down, that'll just go to your factory navigation, and then you can use everything as you would usually. So menus, your info, as well as your climate control, your factory audio, your display, and you can also use your FM radio. Everything works as it should. And then if you just want to go back into the CarPlay or Android Auto, you just hold down the mic button and it'll go back again, and it just returns to where it was before. So yeah, it's pretty good. And if you wanted to, you can still hit climate and you can still use your climate controls. You can still change your audio equalizer. This is the factory equalizer, and you can still change the settings on your display as well. The CarPlay and Android Auto interfaces are smooth and responsive. Navigation apps like Apple Maps, Google Maps, Waze, they all load quickly, and switching between apps is pretty fluid. The audio is also crisp and integrates well with the factory speakers, with no noticeable drop in fidelity compared to the native Lexus audio sources. You also get a 16-channel equalizer, so you can tailor it just right to your listening needs. Hands-free calls are clear both in and out. The factory microphone picks up voice well, even at highway speeds, and the audio on the other end comes through pretty clear as well. It also supports both wired and wireless connections. The wireless connection is pretty good and has a decent range. I found that I've left my phone in the house and backed out the driveway and the signal was still pretty good. So you can rest easy knowing you won't have any dropouts while driving. The boot up time is pretty good with this module, with CarPlay and Android Auto ready in about 20 seconds. It's not instantaneous, but it's reasonable, considering it's running a full smartphone interface. Okay guys, so this is just the boot up times from startup. So as you can see, not too long, pretty good. Then we get to the software. The UI looks pretty modern and minimalistic, which I definitely like. The system runs smoothly and responds to touch pretty well also. The setting page also has very good customization, with display, audio, and car settings. So as you can see, pretty responsive. You've got audio settings. So you got microphone, you can use your OEM microphone, and you got gains as well. And you also got this call echo cancellation. So if you ever experience any echoing when you're calling someone, you can activate that and calibrate it. You also got this equalizer, so you can change the settings on that, which is pretty good. And you've got display settings, so your brightness, contrast, chromaticity, and saturation. So I've given you a lot of pros, but there is also a couple of cons that come with this unit. And number one is the day and night switching. So when you go into a dark area and your headlights come on, it doesn't automatically change the background of the maps to a dark background. The background stays white, which I find is kind of annoying. But then again, just nitpicking. And the second thing I'd say is the boot up times. Although it's only 20 seconds to boot up, it would be nice if it was a bit quicker. But then again, that's also nitpicking. Everything else works fine. So all in all, I think this is a great unit. And for anyone looking into buying one of these, I don't think you'll be disappointed with your purchase. So for any Lexus IS owners that want modern integration without sacrificing the factory experience, the Lexart Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration module is one of the best upgrades you can make. It's a well-built, well-integrated system that brings your car to speed with today's standards. So if you like this video, like and subscribe and follow for more. Peace.